So today I'm at the hospital. Today it's at Best Care, and where we have quite a few of our dogs being treated here. This is Sunny. Sunny is one dog that we rescued some time ago, and then she now lives at Best Care Hospital and she has a good life here now. With an accident, so they stay here in this area and have a lot of physiotherapy and treatment, and most of them are able to walk after that, but some of course won't be able to. Pluto has been with us for several weeks now. So this is Nela. Nela has been with us for several weeks in the hospital. He was hit by a vehicle and he still can't walk, so he's still having physiotherapy. We aren't sure if he'll be able to walk again. So this is Hazel, who was rescued actually a couple of days ago, and she's a pedigree dog, a German Shepherd. So this is now a regular thing that we have started seeing, where pedigree dogs are dumped on the streets. The ones, I would say, they are the lucky ones who do get away from living a life in captivity as breeding machines, and who most often have not died as part of the the endless breeding cycle, and where they get sick and then they don't make it after a while. When you buy a dog, please be aware of where the parents live, how the parents are maintained and taken care of. Because a lot of the time, if you don't see it, they live in very, very cruel conditions, and they live like that for you to buy the dog, to buy their puppy. So it's a whole cruel process that you need to be aware of. And in this case, if you want to, Hazel will be taken care of by Tears of Freedom, and she will be up for adoption once she's recovered and she's better. Some of the puppies who are rescued by Embark. So this is something that you can do. When you find a puppy that's on the street that's abandoned, you can always pick them up, take them to the vet and get them treated, vaccinated, and then find a home for them. It's very easy to do, and it's very rewarding. So please see how you can make a difference yourself. We can do it, each one do it individually as well. And this is Andrew, who was rescued yesterday. So tiny, found all alone on the street. So there are many like Andrew that we come across on our streets. So we can always take them and treat them and then vaccinate them and find a home for them. Lassie was kept in a cage, a very small cage, not more than like this size, for 6 years. She never left the cage. She never felt the earth on her paws, and they kept her inside, and they also starved her so that she wouldn't dirty the cage and that they wouldn't have to clean it. A neighbor who was close by suddenly saw her and then informed us, and then we went and rescued her. So that's the other thing that you need to contribute to releasing. There are so many dogs in cages in Sri Lanka. People don't understand that they deserve freedom, they need the freedom, and that they suffer tremendously mentally and with ill health when they're stuck in cages. I'm not sure how we came to a point where we thought it's okay to cage a dog or any animal for that matter. So please help release them from their cages when you see them. Ideally, it is cruelty as well, but ideally you should go and speak to the people and explain and try and find an alternative for that dog. So she was This is after 6 years of living a life completely, totally in a cage where she never saw much daylight or she never saw the outside. So she's in very bad condition, but she will be okay. And then we also need a home for her. If you would like to offer a home for her in your office or in your home or somewhere where she can just live in freedom for the rest of her life, she will look a lot better once she's recovered, obviously, and she's eaten well. And this is Pinky. Pinky's leg was all smashed after being run over by a vehicle. What are you doing, Pinky? So as you can see, they're full of love and joy, despite some of the trauma they go through given by us humans. So Pinky needs a home too once she recovers. So she's, as you can see, a bundle of joy and fun and happiness. So this is Hogger. Hogger had a huge wound like this size on the whole of his neck. It's about half the size now. It's quite severe. So it's about 60% better from what it was, but there's still a long way to go. So there are some very severe cases like this, but with great results, and it's greatly rewarding to be able to change the life of a dog that's suffering so much and to give them at least some happiness and peace that they deserve. So this is Pinky. I shared a video of her recently where she was in a toilet, where they had tied her up and kept her in a toilet, virtually to die. And they said she couldn't walk, and that's why she was in there, but she can walk quite well, very well. And she's obviously been starved. She's very, very skinny. So again, another very cruel situation where a neighbor saw her and took a step to make a difference. Very often we've got used to in our lives to see things and to think it's not our problem and to walk away, but we can't do that anymore. We have to stand up for what's right. We have to stand up for animals like this that don't have a voice, that are abused by humans and that are treated so badly. And if we don't take that step to make a difference, it makes us unconscious as well. So we need to not look away. We need to make a difference. Each one of us can help even one dog. You don't have to help many dogs. And you can make a great difference for the life of a bird in a cage, or a dog in a cage, or a dog that needs treatment. We need to give them the freedom and the life that they deserve. This is Wolfie. Hey Wolfie. So Wolfie had a huge wound on his leg. The whole leg had no skin, but it's much better now. Yes, and he's on the road to recovery. So it's very rewarding to change the life of an innocent animal, and you can do it too. You can always take that step to make a difference. It's that time in the world for us to, and in our country, for each one of us to step out to make a difference for innocent beings that have really been not been treated very well in our country, and all of us need to stand together, to step out together and to speak out for these innocent animals that suffer each day in Sri Lanka because of us humans. And it's time to be more conscious, to be more aware, and to make a difference, because that's what makes us good humans, and we have the heart within us to make a difference.